Thank you for coming by. This is an American project. Please be sure to like and subscribe. We need a little over 200 subscribers to get to our 1,000 goal. Thank you very much. Let's take a look at a quick clip of Miss Fani Willis so we can see what she's being accused of. And then we'll go look at Ashleigh Merchant as she testifies in front of a Senate committee.
A judge is expected to rule on whether Fulton County DA Fani Willis should be disqualified over her romantic relationship with a special prosecutor on the case. Willis has denied allegations that she financially benefited from that relationship. Now she's dismissing a Republican-led state Senate panel further probing the matter, telling our Atlanta station WSB-TV it's a political quest.
I think it's all just a political quest. I think that people are angry because I'm going to do the right thing and I'm going to stand up for justice.
Now, Miss Willis says she's being politically targeted as she politically targets 18 people plus President Trump. When you look into the charges, they're absolutely ridiculous. And they're RICO charges on top of that. That's unbelievable. These people could be put in prison forever with that. So it's just incomprehensible about what they're doing and why they say they're doing it. Outrageous, in fact.
Let's bring in ABC News investigative reporter Olivia Rubin for more. So, Olivia, what's the latest in this case, and when could we get a decision on whether Willis will be disqualified?
Well, Diane, right now it is sort of a waiting game. The judge, based on his own timeline that he gave himself, basically indicated that a decision could be coming down by the end of next week. But in the meantime, both parties, the defense and Fani Willis, have been submitting their own filings, essentially trying to inch their position forward. The defense actually going backwards a little bit, saying they have more witnesses who could testify if the judge wanted to go that direction. But Fani Willis's office coming right out and telling him to reject the effort to disqualify her, saying that the defendants have put forward sort of an inaccurate legal standard and that there is no basis for her disqualification.
Okay, now let's take a look at the Senate committee hearing to see what's going on there with Miss Merchant. Miss Merchant told the Republican-led committee that she was looking into possible financial irregularities. Of course, see how they say Republican-led, it's either Republican or Democrat. I mean, what else would it be? In the election case, when Wade's former law partner and divorce attorney, Terrence Bradley, reached out to her, eventually sharing his belief that Wade and Willis had begun dating before she became the DA. The judge in the election interference case, Scott McAfee, is currently weighing in on the motions to disqualify Miss Willis, primarily over accusation from Merchant's client, Trump co-defendant Michael Roman, that Willis benefited financially from a personal romantic relationship with Wade, who she hired for the case through Wade's paying for vacations across the world with money he is being paid by the Fulton County taxpayers and authorized solely by Willis herself. All right. Willis and Wade have admitted to a relationship, but said it does not amount to the disqualifying conflict of interest and that it has never involved direct or indirect financial benefit to District Attorney Willis. But they lied about when their relationship started, and there's witnesses to that effect. So they're lying under oath, and they're eventually going to be called out for that if they're not just disqualified and dismissed. Merchant, Roman's attorney, testified Wednesday before the Georgia Senate's Special Committee on Investigations as part of its probe into the district attorney's office. Now, regarding Wade's former attorney, Merchant told legislators that Mr. Bradley essentially went through the whole thing and said, well, this is what's really happening. He was very specific that it was before she became DA. But when Bradley was called as a witness during last week's disqualification hearing, he reversed course, saying under oath that his remarks to Merchant were speculation made without personal knowledge of the matter. Willis and Wade both testified they didn't consider their relationship to have become romantic until after Wade was hired. Attorneys for Trump are accusing Willis of committing appalling and unforgivable forms of forensic misconduct through what they allege is her testifying falsely about the timeline of the relationship. Ms. Merchant, in her testimony Wednesday, also offered details about her conversations with Bradley, what she described as his motives. She said that Bradley was personally upset with Wade about the way Wade handled his divorce. During Bradley's testimony at the disqualification hearing, the state questioned him about a potential different motive for coming forward. Ms. Merchant told the committee that it was Bradley who suggested Merchant track down Robin Yearty, Willis's former friend and one-time Fulton County DA employee, who testified last month that Wade and Willis's relationship predated Wade's employment. Indeed, and there's other witnesses too that may be testifying soon to that fact, so that means that they lied under oath. According to Merchant, Wade also called Bradley's best friend, who she did not name, to request he call Mr. Bradley and remind him of his privilege as Wade's former divorce attorney. It just seemed like tampering, she said, adding, he took it as intimidation. Yes. Okay, not only was there that friend that called Bradley, there was also to remind him that he is the lawyer of Nathan Wade. There was also a call from the district attorney's office telling him to just shut up about it. Don't talk about it. So, and that's in one of my other videos. I went over that. So this thing just keeps getting deeper and deeper. So now the Senate committee is just going to be hearing, and apparently they can change the law of a future case, but this is not going to affect the case at this time. But there are other pieces of paper that are being submitted by both sides that may affect it, and they may have to reopen up the hearing. I don't know if they'll do that. Probably not. He says he will have a decision by the end of next week, so that's what we're waiting for. So thank you for coming by. Please be sure to like and subscribe, and I really appreciate it, and have a great day. God bless.